Torpor, welcome in.
Hero Quest is the best game ever made, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
The fastest thing alive, claiming first in the chat for the stream. Just pipping Cypher to the post. Hello, Cypher. Welcome in. I hope you're both doing well today. The race is a very tight one between you two for that coveted first command, isn't it? Day ruined thanks to Torpor. Oh, Cypher. You still get to watch the stream if you want. Just kidding. I know you are. I know. I'm quite looking forward to today. I've been lazy. Glad to do my part. Wow. Yeah, I've been kind of lazy today. I'm still in my jammies. We're having a pajama stream today. But I went to bed rather late, so... Hey, Ash, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I sort of lost track of time playing games off stream after we finished up last night. Saw the time and went, oh yeah, I should probably go to bed. Still air. I'm sorry to hear that, Ash. Big hugs. I hope things improve for you soon. Oh, that was an unfortunate hiccup. Okay. I am gonna get straight into it because holy heckers, folks, I am thinking about this game constantly and it has taken me all of my willpower to not just finish it off stream because I really want to see how it ends.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Mostly confused by Shinigami eyes. Made the mistake of looking up someone from the 80s. Okay. Looked on their Twitter to see the damage and they're defending trans people. Okay, so that's... They're defending trans people, so that's a good thing, right? They're... Falsely read, apparently. Right, okay. Is Shinigami Eyes a website? Because I only know it as the thing from Death Note. Oh, these things happen a lot. Especially in lists and things like that. It's easy to take something without context and misinterpret it as the opposite of what it truly is. It's an app for the browser. It marks transphobes as bright red and trans allies as green. Ah! That's very neat. And it has never worked. Fair play, welcome in, kids. Porthos, holy shit, mate. That was my arm. What do you want? Come up. Come up, you can sit in the chair. No, you can't have what's left of my pizza. That's mine for later. As is the Pepsi. But you can sit and be a good boy. You're capable of that, right? Let's get dog in chair cam on the go. See? Sitting being a good boy. Aren't you? You're a good boy, yeah? You're a good boy? You got a hair. Stay still, you got a hair on your nose. There you go. That must have been really itchy. Oh, you needy baby! It's not like I've been cuddling you all morning. Big, soft baby. I wish to play the game. I have been looking forward to playing more of this game all fucking week. And now you are stopping me because you require attention. Can I play the game now? Yes? Oh, are we sure? Good. Oh, Torpor, thank you for the treat for Porthos. always try so hard to stay quiet whilst he's crunching, just in case. Collectively dehydrated. Thank you for the hydrate, Cypher. But you stopped. I know. It's terrible, isn't it? I'm a terrible person because I stopped petting and cuddling the dog for 5 minutes. Lock me up and throw away the key. Of course we're all dehydrated. We're a thirsty bunch, indeed. Right. I'm going to continue the game now. Horse!
What do you think, girl? How can I make sense of all this?
Hans.
I'll be glad to be back in London with a good book once this is all said and done.
I genuinely don't remember what we were doing. Oh, I got an achievement for talking to the horse. Good stuff. Lies, no one is glad to be in London. Yeah, that's fair. I am not a big fan of London as a city. It is a very anxious city, if you know what I mean. If you've been there, you probably know what I mean. Like, it just feels like an anxious place. I'm glad to be in London. Well, you are the exception that proves the rule, Cypher, and we wouldn't have you any other way. What is the matter, Porthos? Do you want to get down? No, you just want to sit. Strange dog. Strange dog. Okay, now if I remember rightly, not that button, we have a to-do list. That's fair, Ash. Our to-do list is empty. Huh. Thinking of Paris. Hello, Soup. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Oh! Ah, this is where this track comes from. I've been listening to the soundtrack. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Tidders. I like that you call him Lord Unbearable. Lady really shaking her booty. She's vibing. Uh-oh. And we've clearly eaten something we shouldn't have. Oh, how do folks feel about the tip jar being over by my avatar, by the way? Because I moved it because it was sitting on D-Mac's head yesterday and that looked really silly. And I forgot to move it back, so I'm thinking I might just leave it there to save me some faffing about. I do not care to remember the name of the landed gentry. Agreed, agreed. Very modern song for the period. It's this game, anachronistically styled. I think it's less that it's anachronistically styled and more that there's been a couple of movies that have done something similar where they've been set in this sort of time period, but they've had very synthy and alt rock soundtracks, and it works surprisingly well, as you're seeing here with this. Because a lot of the music is very Carpenter-esque. This is really the only exception. Yeah, same, Ash, same. Knight's Tale is a great fucking film. And a really good adaptation of Chaucer. Treat for the bar staff and a treat for Porthos from Soup. Thank you very much, Soup. I'll do Porthos's treat first. Seeing as he's decided to turn his back to the camera. Oh yeah, definitely tits. Like the first time I heard it, oh, this is still a cutscene, good. I was sat there thinking, shit, did they get John Carpenter to do the soundtrack for this? Genuinely thought it was a John Carpenter track. That's how sort of entrenched in 80s horror synth the menu music is. Very appropriately for the game we're playing, the treat for me, Soup, is an eyeball. I held it up to the wrong camera and then remembered we're on Doggo Cam today. I love the amp warble with no amp though, yeah. I adore how John Carpenter wrote all his own music. Triple threat of a man, compose, write, direct. Yeah, and he's still writing music. Today, he still releases albums. Because I've got them. Love John Carpenter's music. And he collaborates with a lot of the more modern synthwave bands as well. He's done like spoken word for a couple of the big ones, like Gunship.
I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Which is really pretty fucking neat.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this Barrow with the goal of binding me with
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm with you there, Ash.
All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this Barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
Oh, that...
How do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you. But it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go.
Clearly a trustworthy
Save your
fellow.
father.
Nobody here has been trustworthy. Incantamentium is the name of the menu theme as well. It's a really fucking good name for a song or a tune. I'm not sure who I trust less. That's my problem
I'm
here.
Coming.
Like, Thomasina's dad and cohorts, which I think includes Lord Unbearable. I too would implicitly trust a gremlin man with Echo, indeed. Like, they're up to something. We know they're up to something. And I think Mr. Shoulder probably felt a little guilty about getting us involved. And I think that's why he didn't show up to meet us. He was hoping we'd just go home when he didn't turn up. Fun fact, the game's original name was Incantamentium. It was changed late in development because, let's be honest, the Excavation of Hobbs Barrow is a much more compelling name. It is, you're right. But I would have still bought this if it was called Incantamentium, I've got to be honest. But I'm one of those kind of people. Hey, Longship, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, so we know the humans here are up to something, and I don't trust them. Porthos, why are you sniffing at my meds box? Is this your way of telling everybody to medicate?
You taking your meds today? Get it fucking done.
I have taken my meds today. I took them before the stream, so I'm all good. But in case you folks have forgotten. Sounds more like a Nightwish album name than a game name, though. Yeah, that's fair. So I don't trust the humans, but I don't know if I trust Saxnot either. Saxnot's the name of the hobgoblin, I think. But yeah, I don't know if I trust the hobgoblin either.
Good morning. Stanley?
Ah, Miss Bateman. Mr. Shoulder left a note for you.
Thank you, Stanley.
I think I trust the hobgoblin slightly more than I trust everybody else, which isn't saying much. Miss Bateman, meet me at my home as soon as you read this. There is no time to waste. Leonard. I don't know, I'm tempted to waste some time.
Oh, there were a key with it too.
Oh,
Miss Bateman,
no,
I
Soup.
beg
I'm
you,
sorry to hear
in
that.
the name of God, leave this
Hopefully
town.
it's just a bruise and nothing.
Father Roach, what is the meaning of this?
Hello,
There's
Calf.
naught for
Welcome
you
in. I
here,
hope you're doing
lass.
well today.
Clear off. I beg you, Miss Bateman.
Father Roche, Mr.
Lovely to
Farnaby.
see you.
Here to wish Miss Bateman good luck for her excavation, gentlemen.
I would not trust him knowing he's a
Mr. Kemp,
hobgoblin.
you know,
Nothing that makes
an
beer that trash should be
excavation
trusted.
Strongly supported by Lord Panswick, no less.
I wish you well with your findings, Miss
Oh
Bateman.
dear.
May the Lord strengthen you and guard you from the evil one.
Like, the father's been pretty nice to us so
Little
far.
children, guard yourselves from idols.
The father's been pretty nice to us. The
Good
other guy,
luck,
not
Miss
so much. He's a bit of a bellend.
Thank
but
you.
The Lord can blow me. We're going to be doing bitch magic. I guess we probably are. The evil one, aka someone from Lancashire. Yep. I wasn't going to say it, but we all know it's true. Okay. What's on my to-do list for today? Excavate Hobbs Barrow. We said the thing! Meet Mr. Shoulder at his cottage. Okay, so we're going to go to see Mr. Shoulder first, because obviously excavating the barrow is what we're here for, so that'll probably be like our main plot item. I cannot remember how to bring the map up. Here we go. Ah, M for map, of course. Map is not available. Hi, Mom. Thank you for the treat for the bar staff and the treat for Porthos, who has just decided to flee from his spot under the camera. I hope you're doing well today. He's also not on his bed. He's just sort of between his bed and the chair. So I've given him his treat, but I'm afraid you won't be able to see it. Doesn't it, Ash? That was what I said when we first got here. I was just like, I think I've been to this town. The treat for me is a little gummy pumpkin. Thank you. Yeah. It is very Goose Gamey, but then again, Goose Game has what is essentially a generic English rural town as its setting. So that makes sense, because this is a generic Yorkshire rural town.
I must make haste to Mr. Shoulder's residence.
Okay, how do I do that from here?
I must make haste to Mr.
Not that way. This way? Yeah, okay.
I must make haste to Mr. Shoulder's residence.
Oh no!
Poor thing is beyond help.
The crow passed away. Oh, that's so sad. It was a fairy circle. A fairy circle that we dug a
Douglas?
dolly out of. That we took a worm from. And that a crow has
It's just a
sadly
toy.
expired.
It's no use to me.
In. Poor crow. Yeah, that's what I meant, Ash. It's just generic English town square.
Mr. Shoulder! This key is much too small for the lock.
It is, it's such a beautiful game. Oh, what's that on the doorstep?
No sign of any movement. That's a peculiar idea. No, that won't work.
Do I have to look at the small box
What's this?
first? Just deciding
Box.
blanket that
It's
it won't
locked.
work. See? I told you the key'd work.
Mr. Shoulder, I got your note. Explain yourself. Curses.
Very nice cipher.
The key fits. Another one of these peculiar
Hey,
stones.
we got another stone.
Wait,
ABPA.
does this mean Mr. Shoulder was the third man on my father's excavation? There's a note underneath.
My heart is his heart. My light is his light. Well. That's, I'm feeling very good about my choice of stream title now. Okay, so I guess all we've got left to do is go to Hobbs Barrow, yeah. Which we can't fast travel for because the map's not available. How do we get to the farm from here?
It's time to excavate Hobbs Barrow. Lord Panswick's men will be waiting for me.
Digged is a good word. It is. That is the opening line from a H.P. Lovecraft short story. There we go, I found the farm. It just felt very appropriate considering we're about to do an excavation.
Someone has carved the letters AR into the stone.
I think this stone is probably something
morning,
to do
men.
with the little stones that we've got.
Thank you for braving the weather.
Aye, miss. Little rain is no bother. So, may we
Yeah,
start?
they live in Yorkshire,
Yes,
they're used
with
to
not
the
a
rain.
moment to waste. And so, the excavation of Hobbs Barrow began.
Porthos. Oi, don't do that in here.
Sorry. The dog was doing something he shouldn't be doing. I'm going to leave it at that.
Horace and his men learnt quickly and went about their work with care. We toiled for hours, rolling away great stones, removing mortar and masonry put in place by Father, Mr. Bryden and Mr. Shoulder. They had gone to great lengths to seal the barrow.
Oh, crimes are acceptable.
I should have realised their efforts were not only to keep us
we
out,
didn't have Doggo Cam put
but
it
also
on that
to
way.
keep
Put
something
Doggo Cam on, put
contained
it that way.
within. Eventually, our careful
Banned from
application
Twitch
of
'cause of the
pick,
dog.
trowel and shovel gave way to open space. A stagnant, cadaverous odour was let forth.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, I suppose you'd expect that from a barrow, but still. Oh, this is nice. Oh yeah, definitely ash.
The seal was broken.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
Cuddle of a well-fermented corpse.
Splendid work, all of you.
Step inside, miss. We'll be right behind you.
Thank you, Horace. I can't wait a moment longer.
It's a lot bigger
Flowers?
on the inside than I was
can't
expecting.
get my head around this. How could they possibly grow here? Horace, come see this.
Is that the flowers that we've got in our pocket as well?
Horace? Try as I might, these flowers are steadfastly rooted.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna... Yeah, they've all
Chaps?
fucked off.
I've been abandoned.
Oh. They got raptured. Potentially, yeah. I want to know what the purple
Horace
stuff
and
is.
Company have departed, it would seem. I must carry on
Won't
alone.
let me find out what the purple stuff is.
Fairly standard Bronze Age pottery. Smashed to
So
high heaven, I'm afraid.
union-mandated pub break, don't worry. Yeah,
Not
that's
worth
fair.
making a note
Home
of.
time, yeah.
A burial urn, perhaps, though there's no sign of ashes.
My guess
An
is
unremarkable
that
find.
Lord Dick Weasel told them to help her uncover the barrow, and then that was it. Like, after that, you can fuck off.
Hellebore, without a doubt.
Yeah,
A
I
simple
thought as much.
hallucinogen, or a gateway to unknown worlds. Something tells me I'm about to find out.
Do we still have our little... We do.
Let's see if I can cut them away.
That is a lot of hellebore.
Something has been boarded up here.
Maybe we can just... I'll try, but...
The boards are held down by two large rocks.
Ah, we need to move the rocks first. Maybe don't stand on the boards.
Iron stakes have been driven through the boards, holding them firmly in place.
Shit,
I
they
feel
really didn't want her
uneasy
getting
about
in
what
here.
might lie beneath, but what choice do I have?
Need a hammer. I'm gonna try the chisel again. Yeah, chisel will do it.
I can't seem to
Oh,
budge
no.
the stakes with this.
Okay. Try a knife.
Curses. I can't get enough leverage with this knife. It's too thin.
Too thin. Okay. Try the trowel. Yeah, there we go. I didn't think it was going to be the trowel twice in what is essentially a row there.
Passage.
But...
Father, I'm coming.
Down we go. Oh, it's dark. Oh, it's very dark. This is
Curses.
fine.
Am I out of paraffin?
Oh,
Thank
there
goodness.
We go. More hellebore. Nothing bad has ever happened in an ancient magical tomb in the pitch dark. Ever. Exactly. This is perfectly safe. Nothing to worry about. At all. Plot twist, there's nothing down here, just broken pottery, and then the game ends. Oh.
My lantern went out, for good this time.
Ah, shit.
I had no choice but to venture forth into the darkness. With each step, the passage narrowed in every conceivable way, until I was on hand and knee, crawling through thick clumps of vegetation. The odour of that dank soil was somehow unnatural. I crawled for an age, until I emerged in a cavern that seemed lit by the very earth itself.
I'm gonna check if there's anything else before we interact with the door. No, just the door.
What is this place? It's as solid as it looks.
This is a wonderfully creepy game, Carve. I'm loving this. And I've just had a thought about the way the game is being narrated, which I'm not going to...
Well, I could, but I don't have a year to chip through this door.
Spoil sport.
A great stone slab of a door.
I'm not going to say too much just yet, but if things come to pass in the way I expect them to, I will divulge then. Ambient light from nowhere is underratedly weird. It really is. It's just mildly unnerving. Yeah, especially this far underground. Yeah, in a setting like this, where she has explicitly stated that this area seems to be well lit, it's great stuff, great stuff. That's my room key, so that's probably not going to be too helpful. A dead language reveals the path. Okay, I was hoping there was something about the door, but there's not, so... Well, like, I wondered if maybe we put the stones somewhere, but there's... Oh, panel.
A thin strip of stone. It's a slightly different colour to the rest of the masonry. This stone panel seems somewhat loose.
Ooh.
Perhaps I can chip away at the edge of the stonework here.
Can she? She can.
Well, the chisel broke, but what have we here?
Oh! We broke the chisel.
A thin strip of stone. It's a slightly different colour to the rest of the masonry.
So we have two of those. Can I pry that one off with the trowel?
The blade of the trowel is too thick to wedge between the stonework.
It'll be the knife this time.
No
and we're
use.
probably going to break the knife.
will snap if I try any harder.
That's a no on that. And we don't have anything else we could put into that panel. That's a shame. Okay, let's have a look at the... Hey, look at that,
3
stones.
niches have been carved into the stone.
Okay. So we've got ABPA with what I presume is supposed to be like a witch's torso. Very pagan sort of imagery there. CAZ, 2 snakes. And IAW with chicken. Let's have a look at the journal. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the guardians shall be defeated. I don't think it's that one, it might be this. Touch my tablet with knowledge that it shall end this. Rho Theta Epsilon. Found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the seventh archontic. Okay, no. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I guess that's wrong.
I'm afraid I can't shift it, even a hair's breadth.
Okay. Let's try... I suppose it'll do something if I've got it right.
I'm afraid I can't shift it, even a hair's breadth.
Can
I must
leave?
push forward.
No, I can't leave. Okay. I think I just tried that. Ah, there we go.
A click?
Ah, that's why I couldn't break the other panel.
Incredible.
Oh, geez. Okay. Rho Theta Epsilon. And none of the characters. Oh! Thank you, Tidders. Yeah, I just brute forced it. I didn't even think about counting the number of stars on the stones. My Greek alphabet is bad. Birthday. Ah, okay. So... Later. I'm wondering if the epsilon's on its side instead of the right way up. Or did I get it back to front? Weren't these letters on the stones? There might have been. Let's go have a look. Ah. Yes, you are correct, Cypher. Get them written down. And yeah, 1, 2, 3. Silly me. Okay. Do we just put them in order? Do we click the ones that haven't already been used? Only one way to find out.
Keep your hands off my berries.
Sarah, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. For anyone that's not been here before, hello. I'm Hobby Tan. I'm a variety streamer based in Scotland. My pronouns are they, them. And we are currently excavating Hobbs Barrow. Yeah, you just press them in order. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, that's bad though.
Oh my.
That is not a good colour for a cave
light.
deep under the ground to be. Ah! And we're trapped. How are you enjoying Hugh? Hope you've been having fun with it.
Curses. Goodness me.
Thomasina's found Bewley's secret rave club.
There's nothing Bronze Age about this. Roman?
Note, Barrow is
Ancient
not
Greek?
related to Streamer. No, Barrow is not related
This
to
is
Streamer.
something.
We are not
else.
excavating my Barrow live on Twitch. That's how you get banned from Twitch, that is. A real gamer lived here, yes. Some of the lights must have gone out though, because we only got one half of the bisexual lighting. Yes, the community brain cell doing double time with a glow stick today. Oh, some pot.
These are all empty.
Ah, yeah, that's fair, Sarah. We've got a box. Got another pot.
The soil feels as hard as rock despite this damp environment. There's nothing inside these. A beautifully ornate pot. This is the only one with a lid.
Yeah, it seems like a sensible idea to try and remove the lid from a pot
Sealed tight.
a suspiciously
There's something rattling round inside.
magenta room. Are we gonna have to smash the pot?
Some
Those are not
situations do
Roman
call for
pots, they
brute
are not.
force.
I can't believe you just did
There's
that,
something
Thomasina.
here, made of wood.
A crank. Huzzah!
It looks like a crank handle.
She's a Victorian archaeologist. She's not the smartest. This is true. So that's going to be for the box, most likely. Let's have a look at the
figure
murals.
is holding a whip. The figure is presenting what looks like a sheaf of wheat.
So that's the same as the stone with the torso on it. It had a whip in its right hand and a sheaf of wheat in its left. And I'm going to take this opportunity to stretch. I'm not recreating what the stone was doing. Oh, I just suddenly very desperately needed to stretch. Smash the ancient priceless pot for a worthless leather scrap collection. Yep, exactly. So I'm guessing we're gonna need to...
It fits in the hole. Let's see if I can turn it.
I'm guessing we're gonna need to replicate with the two arms on either side of the door. What the murals have.
The box is full of seeds. They glow in a most unnatural manner. Yet I feel compelled to take some.
Oh, she's found the ecstasy stash.
The soil is too compact. I can't plant the seeds in soil like this.
We've got water.
I've collected some water in the pot. There is nothing there to water.
Oh, okay, we have to wait to do the watering until after we've tilled the soil a bit. We'll give it a little dig.
I've broken up the soil. It's loose now.
Put the seeds in. We'll put the seeds in. Go.
There we are.
And then we'll give them a nice little drink. I need to give my plants a nice little drink, actually. My herbs are thirsty. Do that after the stream. I'm going to give them some food, too. That grew a bit quickly. Ruh-roh.
Am I dreaming? The wheat is firmly rooted. I can't pull it out.
Yeah, she turns her back to us quite a lot when it comes to, like, digging things and, cutting things and anything like that.
It fits.
Okay, so there's our sheaf of wheat. But what we don't have...
I don't need to take more.
...is a whip. Could we use the crank instead?
It fits, but something is not quite right.
Okay, so not the crank. Oh, we could take some roots to make a whip with.
These roots are strong and tight. I've removed a portion of the root. I'll keep it. I'm almost onto something there.
Use the crank and the root together to make a whip.
It's a little crude, but I believe I've fashioned a whip.
She is now Indiana Jones.
It fits.
We need to get that wheat out before Theresa May's spawn timer ticks. Bravo. Fabulous.
Whatever was once placed here is long gone. Empty.
So, people that know things about barrows. Oops, I clicked on the same thing twice. I wanted the broken pot behind it. There we go.
A thick, greasy substance is oozing from the broken pot. I haven't the faintest idea what it is. I don't
There's
wish to
something
touch
moving
it.
over there. We're not going over there just yet.
In any other circumstance, this beautiful vessel would be one of my greatest finds yet. Here, it seems meaningless. Just
Yeah,
an empty
folks
pot.
that know things about barrows. Of this variety, not the wheeled variety. They're not normally this big,
Empty.
right? Lick pot. Yes.
Empty. Goodness me.
It's the cat.
Herbert?
It's Herbert the toilet
It's
cat.
Herbert.
What's Herbert the
madness
toilet
is
cat
this?
doing here? Not this big or purple. Well, I figured the purple was unusual.
The statue bears no moving parts or secrets, it would seem. Wait, something is hanging here. A writhing mass of serpents carved from stone. On the reverse side is a thin, notched shaft. Perhaps a key of some nature.
Okay. Did we pick it up? We did. Serpent key. Real cat or human voice actor?
The statue echoes the mural back in the first chamber.
Good question. Hey, Rust, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I
nothing
don't
of note
know
here.
if Herbert is a real cat. Oh, you meant that's making the meowing sounds. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, yeah, doing its job.
The man is presenting a small, rounded object.
Here, I give you rock.
This figure makes my skin crawl somewhat. What exactly is it? It presents a small, rounded object. A remarkably accurate depiction for something that must be so ancient. I can't move it an inch. It's heavier than it looks. There is a thin slot set into the front of it, not unlike a piggy bank.
Were piggy banks a thing back then?
Astonishing. An ancient device.
We love an ancient device.
It moves a fraction, but appears to be locked in some manner.
Okay.
A thin rod with tiny notches along the shaft. The head is adorned with an Ouroboros.
Okay, that is a new way of saying that word. I have never heard someone say it like that before.
It moves a fraction, but appears to be locked in some manner. It moves a
Oh, no, I didn't want to.
It appears this section does not move. It moves a fraction, but appears to be locked in some manner.
Ah, Rob or Ross, yeah.
The rod doesn't seem to fit here. The rod doesn't seem to fit here. The rod doesn't seem to fit here.
Okay, so now that we've picked the rod up, we can't put it back. Oh, we
It
can.
moves a fraction.
Doesn't seem to make much difference, so we'll just take it with us for now. It may come in useful later. We'll check that one. That's where we came from. We'll check this one. Oh, don't like
Incredible.
that. Don't like that.
I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base. Sauriel. I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base. Eloios. I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base. Thartharoeth. I can't move it.
Anyone else feeling very nervous right now?
E-I-I Roman numerals. I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base. Thalthabawath. I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base. Ioth. There's something in its mouth. A gold coin. There are no markings on heads nor tails.
Okay, so we've got a bunch of cranks here that will probably move these around. But we don't know what order we need to put them in. Oh god, it's a goat! Fabulous, Torpor.
It looks like an object could be placed here.
Question is, do we have the object that's to be placed there? I don't think we do. Unless it's...
That doesn't fit there. It looks like an object could be placed here.
So if I'm honest, had a rough day yesterday. I'm still tired to hell and back today, but normalcy is happening slowly, whatever that means. Well, I'm sorry to hear you've had a rough time of it. Hopefully, you can just relax a little bit, and as things move back to what feels like normal for you, you're able to get some rest in between so you can recharge your batteries a little bit after what sounds like it might have been a fairly arduous bit of time. Okay, so we'll put the coin in here.
The coin went in. I don't think anything happened.
Oh.
Characters. Perhaps Greek in origin?
Oh. Rho, theta, epsilon. Okay, and I looked up what theta looks like, so we can't click on them or anything. Does no one service this vending machine? Apparently not. Maybe that's supposed to be the phone number to call when the machine eats your money. Yeah, we can't seem to do anything with the plinth. Yeah, there's nothing to interact with here. Isn't the sideways M called sigma? Yes, damn it. So sigma is a sideways M, and epsilon is, well, epsilon looks more like an uppercase E. We don't have an epsilon on here. But yeah, that looks more like sigma than epsilon, but I wonder if that's a either it's part of the cocking up the enchantment, because that's our father's journal. Sideways M. I've always called it a pointy E. It is a very pointy E. Ow. Excuse me. So yeah, it could be that this journal is our dad's journal and he fucked up an incantation of some description. So it could be that he got the wrong symbol, and it's supposed to be Rho, Theta, Sigma. I knew what you meant, Carve. Yeah, it could be that it's meant to be Rho, Theta, Sigma, or it could be that it's meant to be Rho, Theta, Epsilon, and he wrote the wrong thing down. You'd think he'd know better as an archaeologist, but... Yeah, so the P is Rho. We've not got a symbol for Theta there, but I looked up what Theta looks like, so I know. And then that looks more like Sigma than Epsilon. So like I say, it could be that he's cocked it up when he was writing it. Because we know he made a cock-up that resulted in him being bedbound and unable to speak. It could be a red herring of some description. It's not necessarily that the game is saying that this is Epsilon. It could just be... It could be part of the puzzle. Theta looks like a mid-level Scientologist. Yeah, that's fair. Ash, thank you for the treat for Porthos and the treat for the bar staff. Where is Porthos? The dog has fucked off, so I'll put his treat to one side for when he comes back. He's probably gone downstairs to steal my pillows again. Oh, there's the rest of that gummy cat that I found last night. Okay, so I'm getting a big treat this time. A clue. It could be a clue. Yes, exactly. Big gummy kitty face that tastes like cola. As soon as it's broken, I'm gonna eat it in halves.
I can't move it an inch. It's heavier than it looks. There is a thin slot set in... That won't fit into the slot.
Okay. Let's go say hello to the goat then. Oh, actually, can we capture some goop in our pot?
I've scooped some of the greasy substance into the pot.
Yes, we can. We're gonna need that later, I'm sure.
I shan't go near it.
Okay, so we can't go that way.
I should take a closer look. That doesn't fit there.
Okay. I was thinking if we put something on here
It looks like an object could be placed here.
For the goat would come forward and we could go round it. Team no sleep. Hey Thomas, welcome in. I did get some sleep. Sure, it was only like 3 hours, but it was still sleep. Okay, let's have another look at what the journal says. Not this page, this is no good for us. Wise woman. Lo, a place of miracles, a planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. So we've done that bit. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. We found the code was simply the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th archontic. Ah, okay, all eyes must face towards the 7th archontic. I know how to do that one now. This is the 7th archontic, and we need to make all of the animal heads look into the centre. Easy peasy. Well, depending on what this actually changes. that one?
This crank is jammed. It won't budge.
That's what we need the greasy substance for.
The greasy substance could act as a lubricant here.
I've been up all night playing Spider-Man. Are you having fun with it? I take it from the fact that you've not been to bed yet that you are. Which is the important thing. That one. Almost done. Heck. Yeah, you must be really enjoying it. Oh, that's too far. It's kind of difficult to tell quite where they're facing sometimes. I think that's right. Thomasina, get out of the way and actually use the crank, please. Oh, there's a hand attached to that one.
A severed hand is locked in a death grip on the handle. Who did this belong to?
Ugh.
The fingers are icy cold. I've managed to pry it off.
Please don't tell me you just pocketed that.
Keep it?
I have played a lot of point-and-click adventure games. I think this is the first time I've had a severed hand in my pocket. No, second. Second time I've had a severed hand in my pocket. No, wait, third. Never mind. It's all good. Third time's the charm. Would it be better if it was still warm? Okay, if I've done that right, that should have done something. Somewhere. But maybe it would have told me if it was right. I've had a skeleton arm before. Welcome in, Phoebe. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I think I've had a skeleton arm actually. I've had the severed hand of Jesse James in my pocket twice. Oh, and I had Guybrush Threepwood's severed hand. Yeah, and skeleton arm in the third Monkey Island. Okay, it's more common than I thought. I'm not sure if I class the skeleton arm as a severed hand, because like this still has flesh on it, but yeah, severed hand of Jesse James definitely counts. I can't use the skeleton arm with that burn. It's burned into my brain. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We love any kind of reference to Murray here. We even have a Murray emote. Okay. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. Characters that only show up once. Yeah. So we've got Rho, Sigma, whatever that one is. I've still got the list up. Let me have a look. Z? Apparently that's Z. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, my knowledge of the Greek alphabet is poor. I've never really needed it for anything. Hand is an incredibly useful shape that can solve many complex problems. It almost seems like it's evolved that way. It's strange that way, isn't it? Sigh. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Phoebe. Okay, so this one, this one, this one. I'm gonna write them down in the order that they appear, in case that's useful information for something later, seeing as I can't interact with this in any way, shape or form. Oh, I bungled writing that character. Okay. That appears again. That appears again. So we've just got the one here. And then they all appear again, so it's just those. Okay. Fair enough, Phoebe. Well, thank you for telling me how you pronounce it, because like I said, I've got no clue how to pronounce a lot of stuff, so. Is the statue in the room with the cat armless? I don't know, let's go have a look. Well, no worries at all, Phoebe. You enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. It does not look like either of them are armless.
Nothing of note here.
I'm pretty sure one of the little holes that's in that thing requires our snake puddle. I'm wondering if the hand goes in here. Can baby not be saved? Herbert's kind of his own cat. He just does his own thing.
That doesn't fit there.
No, okay. Oh, can we give the severed hand to the goat? Can we sacrifice the hand to the goat? Or put it on the plinth? Ooh, can we put it on the plinth?
No, that won't achieve anything useful.
Hi, Rocket. Well, please travel safe. I hope you have a good time doing whatever it is that you're doing.
I should take a closer look.
To be on the move. Oh yeah, I have to actually look at the panel first.
That doesn't fit there.
Okay, that's a no.
That doesn't fit there.
I'm just going to try everything that's in our inventory that's not... I'm positive it's not the key. Okay, we don't actually have that much stuff in our inventory. Maybe I didn't do this quite right. It's hard to tell if this is looking in the right direction or not. I think that was this one. See, now it looks like it's looking too far away. Hey, Waffle. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. It seems to turn way too fast once it gets to here. That must be correct. So everything's looking at the bust.
I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base. V-I-I Roman numerals.
The black goat of the cellar? Yeah. This is like the exact opposite of the goat from Broken Sword. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we've done that right. I haven't figured out the 7 goats of the cellar, indeed. We need to put something on the plinth.
I can't see how that will help me.
Oh,
it is merely a hole. There is no mechanism here.
Okay. Can I use the rod?
No, that's not it.
No. Feed the arm to the cat. I mean, we could feed the severed hand to Herbert. See what happens. Yep, no, Herbert's hungry. Good stuff. Well, that's disgusting. Yeah, it is really difficult to tell what the
Ghastly.
statues are looking at.
A gold coin. There are no markings on heads nor tails.
Thanks, Herbert. So we gave Herbert a nice meal that he seemed to enjoy, and he paid us for our service. That's horrifying. Thank you for suggesting that one, Torpor, because I never would have thought to feed the severed hand to the cat, because that just seems...
look down there.
That seems grim. Speaking of feeding a baby, if you're going to do what I think you're going to do, he's not here at the moment, so I'll have to put it to one side for when he is, Kian. Because he's gone off to sulk somewhere. Oh, and I need another stretch. Okay, so something went clink. Where did something go clink? Yeah, there we go. I'll pop it to one side for when he comes back. He's gonna think all his Christmases have come at once when he comes back in here. Okay, nothing in here has changed. Nothing in here has changed. And we'll feed you too. Aw, thank you very much. My hand's too big for the jar. It is a fizzy cherry cola bottle. I have a lot of those, so you're probably going to hear that a lot. They must have all sunk to the bottom of the bag, so now I'm getting to the bottom of my Halloween sweeties, so they're just up there. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it, Rust? I love stuff like that. Goat's still there. Oh, shit! Ah! Okay. We can't get too close to the goat because it makes us crazy. Good to know. Maybe this one needs to... Oh, is that what the problem is? Which one was that? This one? Oh, I don't think that one was quite right either. Ah, shit. That was the wrong one. Okay. This one is the one that gives me the most trouble because you can't really tell where it's pointing. That must be correct. There we go. Little bit of trial and error. And we got them all facing the right way.
Something has emerged from within the bust.
I know what you folks are like, but please don't loot that.
I'll keep it.
Ooh, a spooky eyeball thingy. I wonder if that goes in here. It fits. Do. Okay, so we've got 2 other slots that we need to fill on this. But we do not have the things to do so yet. Oh, I wonder if the clank we heard was on the plinth itself.
The characters are now protruding out from the plaque. Perhaps I can push them in some manner.
Yes, there we go. Okay, so... Auto mod, what the fuck? We're gonna allow that. So the reason that was funny to me is because we've only got auto mod switched on for bullying,
This must be important.
like harassing language, and it was a Freudian typo. It was, wasn't it? Not only was that just a simple
rod with
typo, but
tiny
it
notches
wasn't
along the
exactly
shaft.
bullying,
The head is
harassing
adorned with a
language.
coiled
either.
serpent.
It's me, I'm Sluts. And we wouldn't have you any other way, Tidders. Also, Thomasina's got style and is very clearly a sword lesbian, so I think you'd be in there. I didn't even listen to what she was saying then because I was too busy thinking about the fact that she's a sword lesbian. Okay, so we've got one more slot to fill. Which will be something in here.
I don't know why, but I really don't want to put my hand in there.
That's fair.
That's a peculiar idea. I can walk through that.
That was the second time ever I've been auto-modded. Really, Cypher?
The rod doesn't seem to fit here. The rod doesn't seem to fit here.
Oh, does it fit on this side? Yeah, okay. So we've got this one on this side and this one on this side.
It moves a fraction, but appears to be locked in some manner.
I get auto-modded 20 times a day. I am chaos.
I can't quite fit my finger inside.
Oh my.
It moves a fraction, but appears to be locked in some manner. It moves a fraction,
Okay.
but appears to be locked in some manner.
I get auto-modded sometimes because I forget that cigarettes is a slur. Yeah, that's a really weird one, cause, like... in the right context, especially if you're talking to someone from the UK, it's not. What? She doesn't want to stick her hand into some unknown crevice? Are we sure she's a point-and-click protagonist? She's a mildly sensible point-and-click protagonist. She has people to do those things for her normally, but they've all run away. Hence why I forget so much. Yeah, that is completely fair, because I'd be the same. And it also has a perfectly innocuous and legitimate meaning that is still, you know. So we don't allow cigarette bashing. Twitch doesn't allow cigarette bashing.
It moves a fraction, but appears to be locked in some manner.
I don't think we're gonna get any more of these. So let's see what we've got in our journal for this one. We've done that already. We've done that already. When the sun and the two moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. Okay, so snakes go up there and Curly goes there. I think, if I'm understanding that correctly. I think if I could make any amendments to this game so far, it would literally just be this puzzle. And once you've put the rods in, you don't have to keep going back into your inventory to move them about. That would be nice.
I can't fit my fingers inside.
Not that we've got, I don't think. Unless maybe we can put this in here. Oh, we can!
It fits.
Wasn't quite expecting that to fit, but there we go. And now we can move things.
Something moved in another room.
Warm it up a bit more, Thomasina. Oh my god. I don't think we'll need to come back in here for anything. And the goat is blocking our way there. Did the statues move in here? Was that what it was? I think they're further away than they were before. I was expecting that to make another clicky noise. But... Oh! Now, did I make it do that? No, it can only go that far. Interesting. So that was here, wasn't it?
It appears this section does not move.
Sort of assessing how far we can move both of them. So that was where it was when she said something moved in another room. I think the clicking sound probably indicates like the puzzle's been reset.
Nothing of note here. The statue echoes the mural back in the first chamber.
I just want to get rid of that goat.
Whatever was once placed here is long gone. The substance proved useful.
Oops, didn't mean to click on that.
It looks like an object could be placed here.
There's definitely nothing else in here, right? Just making sure I've not missed any interactables.
What in God's name? I shan't go near it.
Okay. Oh!
The great carved serpent has emerged from the shadows.
Ah! That's what moved in here. Okay, okay. Let's have a look at our journal again. Noodle friend. I'm not sure that noodle is friend. When the sun and the two moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. So we need to make another snake appear. We've done that one. We've not done this one, I guess. I wonder. That doesn't stop it from moving. Okay, I thought it might.
Hello there.
Hey, James, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. The screen shook more that time. There we go.
Remarkable.
Okay, so that snake has come out of the of hiding now. Good stuff. Snake lasers. Hey, Mr. Matt, welcome in. Folks, if you have not encountered the remarkable Mr. Matt Internet, well worth a follow. Fantastic streamer, wonderful content creator, hosts a very fun comedy panel show about video games on YouTube called Low Res. And recently, this weekend in fact, yesterday, ran a speedrun marathon all about pizza, which some of you may have seen me running in. So yes, well worth a follow to keep up to date on all of the exciting things he's up to. Okay, so one snake is doing snake lasers. Now we need to get the other snake to do snake lasers. And the real question is, that made a clicky noise. Is that a good clicky noise or a bad clicky noise? It's a good clicky noise. We got 2 snake lasers. Huzzah! Snake
What in God's
lasers. Ba-ba-ba. Hey, Cyborg. Welcome in. Just sticking a hand in there. There you go.
What's this?
Hey, Grox. Welcome in.
A piece of stone carved into the shape of a crescent moon. It must be important.
I really like the way they've gone about the puzzles in this area and giving you the journal with just enough information in it to make them not impossible to figure out. It's a decent little challenge there. The only one that's really a problem is this puzzle here, and that's only because of the nature of the environment we're in, and because it's a pixel art game, it's difficult to tell when these two-dimensional objects that have been rendered as close to three-dimensional as physically possible are facing in the correct direction. But other than that, it's been a really nice little puzzle sequence down here. I've quite enjoyed it. Oh, and feeding the cat a severed hand seemed a bit grim, but whatever. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cyborg. I hope you feel better soon.
Oh, it's
Mum,
gone.
thank you for the posture check. I will sit up properly. We got past the goat, and there's a piece of paper on the floor.
What have we here? This is my father's handwriting.
Oh.
A page torn from his journal.
We need to snamplify the snite by snimulating the snemission of snadiation. We do, Rust. That was really difficult for me to read. Cats don't care where the meat is from. He ate that hand, bones and all, Kian. That was an assertion of dominance, that was, on Herbert's part. Oh, Topple, thank you for the stretch. Oh, let's have a good stretchy. Oh, all of my knuckles cracked then. That was good. That was very satisfying. And just in case I didn't say hello to Grox, hello Grox, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Samuel's hand was ripped clean off by an unseen force. There was so much blood. It remains to be seen if Saxnot was the perpetrator of this shocking act. He's a sturdy lad and he'll live, but he is shaken. I am shaken. Mr. Shoulder, however, seems very keen to push on. The man is positively chipper. He's right, though. We do not have a job to, we do have a job to do, and by Jove, we will get it done. So Samuel is the brother of the farmer. Hands for cat god, indeed. Samuel is the brother of the farmer, who owns the land on which Hobbs Barrow is situated. Now, here's the thing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Grox. I hope you can, like, sort of chill out whilst we play this Eldritch Horror game and that things pick up for you soon. Mare days suck. Chips would be nice. Yeah, so Samuel was the farmer originally. However, after his experiences in Hobbs Barrow, he took his own life. Whatever he saw down here fundamentally altered him in a way that he couldn't recover from. And his brother had to take over taking care of the farm. And yeah, it's not cheerful. It's not cheerful. But yeah, Mr. Shoulder, as the third member of the original excavation party, seems perfectly fine in comparison to the other two. Because the other two, one of them's dead and the other one's basically a vegetable.
Saxnot.
Well, that's a thing.
It looks like something could be mounted here.
Ugh.
The
oh,
eye
you can
seems
wiggle the
somewhat
eyeballs.
loose in its socket. No movement there.
Okay, you can wiggle an eyeball.
Try as I might, I cannot pry it open.
Okay. The star of my next nightmare.
I have no idea what it means.
Saja. S-A-J-A. Some pots.
Empty. It's been smashed to smithereens. That is well out of my reach. Two fearsome serpents have been painted onto what appears to be a shield. I can make out chains hanging from above, holding it in place. I wonder if this had any relevant meaning.
Looks like music notation.
A small round niche has been carved into the side of this slab.
Okay. Do we have anything that would fit in there? No, we've used it all. Let's have a little explore if we can. We cannot. Oh, but there are 2 serpent's heads that we can interact with, so let's do that.
A serpent's head is carved into a small inset.
Can I poke it?
I can't remove it.
Okay.
I can't remove it. I can't remove it. A serpent's head is carved into a small inset.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that would achieve. I can't remove it.
We don't have anything else, so let's try the trowel with the
that won't
serpent
achieve
head.
anything useful.
Okay. So something needs to happen so that we can remove the serpent's
It's very
heads.
heavy.
Some soil there.
The soil has hardened into a thick casing.
We'll give it a poke.
A goat has been buried here. How gruesome. A horn has broken away from the skull.
There's
I'll
our
take
horn
it.
for the creepy statue over there.
The horn fits perfectly, as if by design. Try as I might, I cannot pry it open. Try as I might, I cannot pry it open. If I can just wedge the knife under here...
Oh!
Got it.
You weren't using that, were you? I want to see how gruesome it looks without the eye. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, cool. And there's a keyhole. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Sorry, I love stuff like that. That is proper creepy. Oh, look at the pixel art on that eyeball. That's really nicely detailed. Love it. Love it. The eyeball goes in the hole, doesn't it? Yeah. And then we get the serpent heads.
Remarkable.
Thomasina? Why can't I pick the heads up now?
There's a key. I'll take it.
Oh, okay. We don't need to pick up the keys. The serpent heads.
A keyhole.
Anything in there? Ah, okay. So, does this key fit in this keyhole or that keyhole?
The key doesn't seem to
Key
fit.
doesn't seem to fit. Blood, 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 and bits of sick. Yeah. So that key goes in this keyhole.
It fits. Sounds like a mechanism creaked somewhere far above me.
Well, that's not ominous. And then Thomasina died in a freak piano dropping accident.
2 fearsome I can
Okay,
make
no.
out chain.
Nope. Nope. Not happening.
That's not moving an inch.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that a second time. Oh well.
That's not moving
Hello,
an inch.
Hans. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Okay. Somewhere far above her.
I need to find a way forward. It's no use going back.
Okay. That's fine. She said the lid was too heavy.
It's very heavy.
Probably not that. Is there something else over on the bust that we can we interact with the key?
Try as I might, I cannot pry it open.
Okay.
No movement there.
Oh! Well then. There we go. And now we've got the key for that keyhole, I'd wager.
The key fits.
Sometimes you just gotta boop things.
Sounds like a mechanism creaked somewhere far above me.
Now the bus looks less creepy, sure. There we go.
What a horrific racket.
Yeah, that's not a pleasant noise.
It is well out of reach. That dreadful sound seems to be coming from behind the opening. I can almost make out a pattern, a tune of sorts. It looks like some sort of pattern.
It's almost like...
That is well out of my reach.
I was right. And this is music notation. Where's the clef? Yeah, it's a music notation puzzle rather than actual... Oh, shit. Hey, Herbert. And Herbert's friends?
It's all just hogwash. Is this all in my head?
Heard you were handing out meat, yeah. This is what happens. You give a stray cat a bit of food, and they bring all their friends round.
The plaque is inscribed with Latin text. My father understood the language well. I'm afraid I don't. It says...
Quia tu es luna, dux ad astra, et audi omnia quae ego locutus sum, secuta verba oris me, ostende mihi. And I'm sorry if I pronounced any of that wrong. I don't speak Latin. I don't read Latin. I have no fucking clue what that says. I know that's a kind of car. But that's about it. Some shit about the stars and moon. Yeah, I think it's actually in the journal. When the sun and the two moons meet, the guardians shall be defeated. A dead language reveals the path, for thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said, follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. When did I die? I'm kind of glad that the death counter for games is always one behind my actual death count, because I haven't died. Oops, wrong. Beginnings of modern musical notation emerged a little after the year 1000, so if this is older, notation was a lawless wasteland. And to a certain extent, notation still is a lawless wasteland. I watched a really interesting video on YouTube a little bit back about the evolution of music notation and the fact that some countries still use a different music notation to other countries, and they use like different notations for different instruments, different timing measures and stuff. It's fascinating and terrifying. It's more tightly reined, yeah, it is way more tightly reined than it was originally, like many things when it comes to languages and translations, but yeah, it's still pretty lawless in certain places. Where you are the moon, guide to the stars, first two lines, could not read the rest quickly enough. I can open it back up again in a second. But I'm pretty sure it's this here in the journal. Yeah. The world of measurements is scary, it is. Music sounds very much like something out of Soul Reaver. It does, doesn't it? For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. Okay, so things in that are in caps. We've got moon, stars, listen, and mouth. So I suspect we go through this door, there'll be more doors. After we have a flashback. Oh, this isn't a flashback. Oh, oh. Nemesis, how are you finding this jam tart? Tart. Yes.
Father?
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull.
Oh, geez. Yeah, nobody needs that. Welcome to the trauma zone, baby. And I was right, so our next one is this one. Oh, no, 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 no. Come back! Thomasina, come back! There's paper on the floor. Oh, God. Fuck. I hope I can go back the way I came and pick that paper up. Because I didn't see it because she was stood on it.
1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come.
I want to go back and get that bit of paper.
Are you ready for your first excavation?
Father.
Capital.
Now she's been
Make
traumatized
sure
in both
you
past and
everything
present,
I've taught
indeed.
you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
Can you hear me, Father? Is it really you?
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Oh, this is bleak. So we've done all of these flashbacks as actual flashbacks when she was a child.
Thomasina, a true archaeologist, uses the tools of her trade.
I remember this.
But yeah, now she's down here. Oh, I've not had a double-decker bar in yonks.
Nothing.
I'm gonna see if he's hidden it in the same spot as he did in the last flashback, or if it's random.
Nothing.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same spot all the time. Speedrun strats! This is not a game I would ever speedrun. Not because I don't love it, because I'm adoring this. This is... Ooh, okay,
the
that's
wretched smell.
That's not what she found last time. It was a pot last time.
What is the meaning of this? Father?
He gone now. She's having a bad time. This is fine. Can I go back the way I came? I can't pick that bit of paper up. Fuck. Listen, it's this one. I'm gonna have to replay this entire damn game just so I can get that one piece of paper.
Mother? Mother?
Thomasina, is that you?
Oh shit, he can talk to her here.
Father, it is.
She couldn't do that in
my dear,
the real
sweet
world.
little bird. I'm so very dreadfully hot. Please remove these covers. They suffocate me so.
Father, you can talk again.
And I've got so much to
Yeah,
ask
that's
you.
fair, Ash.
So much to tell you. But please, first, the covers.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna like this. Yeah, there we go. Wow, this got dark really fucking fast. But the pixel art for it's great.
Your body.
I am very much enjoying
my dear,
this.
Clever girl. You're so close now. How good it is to finally speak with you again.
That is some really good body horror.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It will all be
I feel like
fine
I should feel
soon.
guilty for smiling
We're
during
close
this,
to the
but this is
end,
so
little
well
bird.
done. This is so well done. I'm loving it. Okay, and the last one is mouth, so this one here. That was a nice, easy puzzle. And again, because we've got the journal with us, that was a really nice, easy puzzle to go through. I'm hoping I haven't screwed things up by not picking up that journal entry that was on the floor. I'm hoping that was just extra lore that, you know, we could have maybe got an achievement for or something, but that isn't going to hinder our ability to complete the game. Okay, so I can't interact with the writing above the wall. We just got to go in there and... Oh my god, it's really deep. There we go. Oh! The 3 stones make up the entire body of the thing! That makes sense.
This ends now.
Very clever. I never would have guessed that. And that's the order they were in on the panel as well. It was the head, the body, and then the feet. Well, snakes. Tentacles? Lower appendages. There we go. Oh look, some more soil for us to excavate.
I should take a closer look.
Ugh, spoil sport.
There's something here, in the soil. A tablet, made of lead. There's an inscription scratched into it. Aliges daemonium incantamentum. With mine blood shall thou be bound to the earth, and only with mine blood shall thou be freed. Is this what Saxnot was referring to? My father
there we have
wrote this? I know what I need to do.
Is she gonna do it? Yep, she gonna do it. So I guess Saxnot and Lord Deplorable both wanted the same thing. Are they the same person? To does this have multiple endings?
I can still scarcely believe what I saw looming over me in that Stygian chamber. How does one even attempt to describe the indescribable?
Did I get the bad end?
The vision before me defied all logical explanation. All my efforts to do so have fallen on deaf ears, merely providing a chance to be mocked, pitied, and dismissed as mentally unsound. I dare not commit that unfathomable glimpse to paper, but it was real, Mother. He is real. Not an imaginary terror, but a demon, a god brought to life. I turned and ran, striving to somehow make my way out of that accursed Barrow alive, inspirited by the hope that my squalid deed had freed Father from his plight. Speechless voices whispered to me in unknown tongues that grew louder with every step. Suddenly, there was light.
Yo, Cthulhu, wake up, it's destruction time. Yeah, a little bit.
I saw him too. That night I saved your father.
Oh yeah, definitely, Torpo.
Ever since then, I've felt his corruption growing within me. It grew stronger and stronger as he raged against the incantation that bound him beneath the soil. I fought him with all my might, tried hard to bury him in the corners of my mind. Oh, Thomasina, how I tried, but I could deny him no longer. I became naught but an instrument. His voice became my own. I deceived you. I'm sorry. I am his now. Soon we'll all be his. Hail Abraxas Rex.
Oh shit. Well, that's the hobgoblin dead.
Well, I say, she's done it, Leonard.
Your lordship, I believe she has. My dear Miss Bateman, there is a god about whom you know nothing, because men have forgotten him. We call him by his name, Abraxas.
Welcome back, Master.
Of course, the landed gentry is cultists.
Aye, only there shall he be complete.
I think we're getting there, you know.
Ah, Miss Bateman. Welcome
Guess
back
that
to
wasn't the
Ticehurst
end.
House.
Yeah, guess not.
It's been quite some time.
Seemed like an end. Yeah, it did. I thought it was going to be a bad end.
Terrible weather.
Oh, this is
evening.
where we
Is it
started.
not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see. A bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
We mute
You
too
mustn't
now.
be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper. You look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside.
I will when I
Catch
can.
your breath out here.
Nothing we can interact with, we just gotta walk. Cutscene? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna try and open my bag first. It'll let me, it won't. Okay. Oh, the only thing I can interact with is the urn. Oh, jeez. That's bleak. So for anyone that wasn't here for earlier parts of the playthrough, that urn next to the lamp was the first piece of pottery that Thomasina ever dug up with her dad. It's from their first
Mr. Kemp.
excavation together.
Welcome.
My heart is his heart, your lordship.
And my light is his light. We've a full house for
We
today's
knew
sermon.
that
You'd best take
church
your seat.
that chapel that he was restoring was
My heart is his heart, your lordship.
dodgy.
And my light is his light, Mr. Long.
You have made an Eden here, your lordship. We are ever so thankful to you.
I assure you, Mr.
Yeah,
Long,
he's out in the hallway.
this is only the beginning. Please, join the others inside.
My heart is his heart.
And my light is his light, dear Leonard. How are you feeling?
Fit as a fiddle.
After you.
Several years later. Okay. You have my attention.
And now I sit in this dismal room, day after day, year after year, imprisoned and committed with seemingly little hope of redemption. You have chosen not to visit me, and I understand that, I do. Indeed, I've had but one visitor, Arthur Tillett. He comes to see me once or twice a year. A loyal and decent man who tried in vain to warn me of the wicked plot concocted by Lord Panswick and Mr. Shoulder.
Oh, Arthur.
Thankfully, Midland Railway accepted his transfer request. He and his wife were able to leave that damnable village several weeks after my excavation.
Oh, good for him. I'm glad.
It feels like an age has passed since that fateful night at Ticehurst House. But finally, you have my full account. I thought I knew my father. As I look back on my childhood memories, I can only conclude that it was his wish to protect me from the true nature of his endeavours. But why didn't you tell me the truth, especially after what happened to him at Hobbs Barrow? Why did you allow me to grow up idolizing a man who didn't exist? I did not kill father. It was he that guided my hand. I was in thrall to that most malevolent force, Abraxas. I beg you to understand. He has had his revenge, but I know he will return. Where is he now? What more is he capable of? I only wanted to save my father.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, Mother, what have I done? Forgive me.
Poor Thomasina. That was really good. I really, really enjoyed that. Also, I love this track. Cosmic horror, everybody. It's a riot. I hate this ending. Really, Rocket. And you know what? That's fine. That's a little unfair, Rocket. Like, I genuinely really enjoyed this, but I don't care if an ending is happy or not. It's a very Lovecraftian ending, yeah. I'm tired of people ignoring blatant red flags. Okay, in what sense? Okay. I'm intrigued as to what it is that's got you so riled up here. The entire game is red flags and she just brushes it off. Yeah, that's a very video game character thing to do though, isn't it? There are points earlier in the game when she's very much... This seems suspicious, but she's so driven by the idea of being able to save her father. If people were rational, we wouldn't have stories, exactly. I want more Isaac Clarkes. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'd agree, Ash. I think that's probably the case. But I genuinely quite enjoyed this. I wasn't expecting her to just explode people at the end there. That was a surprise. Oh, I would have loved to have seen the Lord get shot in the head, but that is not this is not that kind of game. That was never how this game was going to play out. Oh, look, the horror games community was involved. Very sweet. Lovely little thank you message for them there. Horror Visuals is a really good channel to follow. Oh shit, most of their stuff was like free sound effects. Very nice. Coins dropped in piggy bank. Gee, I wonder where they used that one. I think it would be nice if there are alternate endings for this. Like if this was a... Fair enough, Rocket. Like I say, each to their own. It doesn't do for us all to be the same. The fundamental conceit of cosmic horror is that there is nothing you can do. Things will always end badly despite any struggle you put up. The best you can hope for is to remain ignorant. Yes. Which her father tried so hard to make sure she did. It is a perfect cosmic horror ending, yeah. And I love a bit of cosmic horror personally. And again, it's why I enjoyed Backbone so much. That's why I enjoyed Backbone so much as well. Because that has a very cosmic horror ending even though you're not expecting it. But I finished that way quicker than I was expecting to today. I thought there was going to be more to it than that, so we will probably do a little bit of speedrunning just to cap the stream out. And we're going to do some chill speedrunning today. I've got nothing to practice for now, so I can just relax a little bit. I'm going to be learning some new runs as well. Chill speedrunning, exactly. Yeah, it's not cheerful stuff by any stretch of the imagination, and it's not yeah. The were feisty. Sure, Cypher, sure. We're gonna play some Pizza Possum. Filler arc time, oh my god. Yes, I suppose it is kind of a filler arc. Cosmic horror is depressing in nature, which is why I don't read it. That is completely fair. Okay, we're gonna quit out of that. I'm not gonna take a break this time. I normally take a break between point and clicking and speedrunning, but it's only like a little after 2. And I don't normally finish the point and clicking until like 4, so this is gonna be a short stream than usual, either way. But we are gonna lighten the mood a little bit with the next game. So actually, I'll put us in BRB whilst I set things up. Won't be long though.
I hear you, little friend. I'm coming. There you are. Hello. Hello.
Oh shit!
This is rubbish. This is an abomination.
The game lied to me. I feel betrayed. I will never trust a grub in a jar again. The orgy is for the casual playthrough. Okay, so I know we can't fit any more corpses down the toilet, but I feel like these two need... The Bar of the Thirsty Horseman. Can I go in there? Nope, don't have the key for it. Hey, look! Horsey. Wait. Is that Big Narita? I think that might be Big Narita. He's in the background! Oh my god, that's amazing! I'm calm. Totally calm. I am back. I don't have any batteries in my controller, so I'm going to have to plug it in before we can do anything. And I forgot to open Live Split, which is always good. Not wrong with that, Kian. Shouldn't be. No, definitely not muted because the captions are picking me up. Very quiet. Me? The game hasn't got any sound at the moment. If you're worried about the game. I'm a bit quiet. That is odd. The microphone hasn't moved and neither have I, so... Curious. Is that any better? Well, it shouldn't be OBS settings, Hans. Nothing's changed. Properties. Yep. It's picking up the right microphone. And it's showing as perfectly normal for me. Oh, fixed now. I think it might have been a Twitch thing, because literally nothing has changed at my end. So that's weird. No idea what went on there. Okay, so we've got Pizza Possum any percent up now. I have one split for Pizza Possum any percent, because I am far too lazy to bother actually doing proper splits for this. So I think folks are going to enjoy this. This is the first time I've done a Pizza Possum speedrun on my own channel. So this is Pizza Possum. In Pizza Possum, you play a possum. Gone again. Okay, it's definitely not at my end because everything in OBS is perfectly fine. It must be quickly. The game is quite loud though. Like you can see that my captions are still going and my captions are going to the same microphone. So bring desktop audio down to here. There you go. Okay, can you hear me? And is the game a sensible volume now? Seems to be whenever you tab into the game. When you tabbed out, it was fine. Oh, it's not Twitch. Okay. Okay, I can tell you exactly what the fuck is going on here, and now I'm annoyed. So, LG, who are the company who make my headphones, and one of the cameras I use, recently bought Yeti, the company that makes my microphone. And they have a functionality in their app that automatically detects any LG devices and fucks with the settings when you open certain applications. I need to figure out how the sweet fuck to turn that off. I think it's a profile switching setting. Settings. Not in there. Profile switching. Let's do that. And let's see if that fixes the problem. Keep your fingers crossed, folks. I would ask why on earth, but I already know it's pointless. I have no fucking idea, Rust. Okay. How do I sound now? Am I a decent volume again, as I should be? Sound great. There we go. Yeah. So there's a little button in the LG control panel thingy that does automatic profile switching when you open games. And for some reason, for Pizza Possum and Pizza Possum alone, it mutes my microphone or lowers the volume on my microphone. What the fuck? Okay, I'll do the intro again in a second. Hello, Amelia, welcome in, and best of luck on your big test coming up in 2 days. I'm sure you will ace it. Thanks, my God Complex, I feel like I know all of it already. Well, you've done some brushing up, and it's fairly recent brushing up as well, so... it's the corporations that own the technology that's the problem, Hans. Less the tech itself. So... this is Pizza Possum. For some of you, this is going to be the first time you've ever seen this game. Definitely the first time you've ever seen it on this channel. Pizza Possum is a little bit like Goose Game. This is a stealth game. In which you play a very hungry possum who has a really big issue with authority. Now, what I'm actually going to do before we get into doing a fresh run, because they've updated the way the boards work, which is great, is we're going to do a run with all the stuff that I've currently got on from my last successful run, which was yesterday. So I've got a few items that I wouldn't normally start with. Amelia, thank you for 2 treats for Porthos, which are both going to go and sit on the side because he's gone off to sulk somewhere and doesn't want to come back for treats. So he's got a little pile of treats stacking up. But yeah, he's just not coming back for them, so I'll give them to him after the stream, unless he turns up. I'm still kicking myself that I didn't check the settings like a chump. Oh, don't worry about it at all, Mr. Matt. These things happen. So I got a new PB by 2 minutes. Technically by 6 minutes if you look at the time I've got on the boards at the moment, but I had an unrecorded PB. And yesterday I beat that during Pizza Box Marathon by 2 minutes. Would have put me 3rd place on the leaderboards. But unfortunately, due to some technical issues, there is no evidence of that run having ever happened. But now you're getting first. I doubt it. We'll see. Yeah, so we play Possum. I don't think Possum has a name, so we just call them Possum, but you feel free to call Possum whatever you like. They are going to traverse this quaint little seaside island town, eating lots of food to make keys. Potato the possum. I like Potato as a name for a possum, so we'll call them Potato today. Potato is going to traverse this island. They're going to eat lots of food, which you can see scattered about near me, and they're going to use that food to make keys. Don't ask me how that works. I don't understand possum dietary habits. To unlock gates, which you can see one behind me, so that they can get to the top of the island, because at the top of the island is the biggest pizza in the world, owned by the ruler of this island, a little dog named Bella Chonky. And we are going to assert our dominance by not only eating Bella Chonky's pizza, but by punching every cop that Bella has put in our way on the way there. This is definitely not a political game. So let's go. We're not going to record this run. We're not going to time this run. We're just going to... I'm going to show you what it's like. And then I'll do a nice fresh run. Oh. Because I've got lots of stuff already. I'm still going to do some safety strats, which is picking up the checkpoints as we go through. We can't punch the seagulls, and we also can't punch any of the pigs or goats. We can only punch the dogs. The dogs are the police in this game. They've all been hired to protect all of the food, and if they see a possum, catch the possum. So they're all playing with that cat in a box over there. And we can just carry on our merry way. Seeing as we're not timing this, I'm actually going to take the long route and I'm going to show you everything on the island. We'll have a little tour. Got some squeaky bones. Nowhere near enough for a key yet. So, all about the island, there's these big foods. And for certain speedruns, you have to eat all of the big food. And all of the... I can't remember what they're called. Zeppolis, I think. We'll see one in a sec. These little cake things that I just ate one of. And they're dotted about all over the island, so a lot of work to do. Island tour, oh, you do spoilers. I try. And as you can see, as you're going through, there's lots of little things you can pick up to aid you in your quest. I have favourite items that I will tend to go for over other things. To get that gate open. We're actually going to go off to the left, though. We've just opened that, and we're going to completely ignore it. Whoa. Because we want to get that gate over there open if I'm doing a proper tour. This is a very suboptimal route, but we're just doing this for fun, so it's not so bad. I'll also show you the lore entries for some of the pickups, because they are just such good fun. I hate the barricades. My least favourite thing to pick up. So the big food doesn't respawn, but the little foods do. So we're actually going to go over here, because I got bored of waiting for things to show up. So we've taken the other route to this side of the island. Oh. There's a big cheese here that we're going to eat in a sec. Love a big cheese. So this is a fairly short game, even if you're playing it casually, once you get properly going with it. A single run can take anywhere between sort of... I'd say 10 minutes and 30 minutes, depending on item pickups and how much progress you've made. So I've unlocked everything in this game, and it's just a case of RNG and hoping that the game is nice to me. Nice big cake to eat here. Because who doesn't love a bit of cake? And you can see as well, the more food you eat, the chunkier you get. You turn into quite the chunky bean. I've actually got a pickup on this run already that is called After Dinner Mint, which makes you chunky for a shorter period of time. Makes it a lot easier to get away from the cops, because the chunkier you are, the slower you run. Ooh. Also, I don't know if folks can hear that too clearly or not, but sometimes when we punch one of the dogs, the possum goes pow. They're really having a great time just causing all this chaos, and I love that for them. We don't need that food, but I wanted to go and hit those two because I normally do and had forgotten to. Oh, I got stuck. That worked out okay, though. So we just run around, smack as many of the doggos as we can so that they're stunned for long enough for us to get past them, grab as much food as we can. And that's the sort of basics of the speedrun, is knowing the route and Oh shit, I forgot I'd got that on. That's not helpful. Sometimes you get really unfortunate pickups at the worst possible time. But sometimes it works out okay. Like, we're gonna come all the way over here. Oh, actually, I want to go and show you the big pasta. Let's go look at the big pasta. Which I think is quickest to get to this way. Yeah, there we go. Big pasta. Mmm, tasty. We don't need to eat that because we're already full, and you can't like make backup keys when you've already got a key in your hand. But I wanted to show you folks the big pasta, so we're already quite close to the end of the game. So we are about to start ascending Belachonki's tower, for want of a better description. And I want to make sure that I've got a decent pickup on me when we get into that area. Cat in a box is a really good pickup to have, but it's very short-lived, so we're actually just gonna drop it. Drop it there, and that clears this entire area out. So now we can just bypass these guards here. And there's Belachonki. Oh no! No! I got caught. So, if you eat all of Belachonki's pizza... Oh, I got a new high score! This is basically Trash Panda Wet Dream, the game. Yes, exactly. And if you have a couch co-op partner, you can play it two-player mode, and player 2 is actually a raccoon. But you can't play as the raccoon as player 1, which is sad. Katamari Possum Sea. Yeah, exactly. There's actually, Hans, in relation to your comment about scaring the seagulls off, there is an achievement in this game for chasing a seagull all the way across the island. It's called Give Me Your Chippies, which is just the cutest name for an achievement. I love everything about this game. Oh, congratulations, Cyborg. Oh, that seems like a really good plan, Kian, because if you do try and do too many at once, you will, trust me, I've done this myself, sort of overface yourself with monsters. And, yeah, it's a lot. So, we are going to do some actual run practice now that I've given you a bit of a tour of the island. I'm trying to think if I missed anything on the island tour. I didn't show you the tiramisu, but we may see the tiramisu while we're doing the speed runs, so you'll still get to see it at some point. I've thankfully already done the vampires, good stuff. I want to complete the game, but I am bad at it. That is a fucking eternal mood for me, Cyborg. Like, I love this game. I'm just so bad at it that I cannot beat it, and that makes me sad. But you'll get there. It may take you a while, but you will get there. Just keep chipping away at it when you've got the energy and the time. And you will succeed. I have faith. I can never not imagine raccoons running away on their hind legs with food stuffed in their arms and not hear an improv jazz drum solo. Yeah, that is completely fair. And I think that's one of the charming things about this game is the soundtrack they've elected to have for it is just, it's perfect for food-based chaos, and I have no better way of describing it. But I think you will understand what I mean by that. It feels so right. Actually, before we start the run, let me show you the item descriptions, because some of them are just really fun. So obviously, energy drink for a quick boost, that makes sense. And that You can't tell me that's not a bottle of Orangina. That is Orangina. For anyone that's actually had Orangina or seen it in the shops before. So popular when I was a kid. That is definitely Orangina. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Roadblock's description makes me smile. Dogs respect authority. They would never hop a fence. So the roadblock, when you put it down, if there's a dog chasing you, they'll get to the roadblock and just go, oh, can't go that way. And they'll turn around and try and find a different way to you, but they'll get distracted eventually and stop chasing you. Espresso, the more you drink, the faster you get. So this is like speedrunner's friend, espresso is. Because it literally, you pick one up, you drink it, suddenly you're a lot faster. You pick another one up and they stack. Smoke bomb, poof, and you're gone. Yep, we know how that works. Bandit mask, sneak around in style, makes you harder to spot. This one makes me smile. Dog mask, looks so real, dogs won't be able to tell the difference. And then you've got that picture next to it. It's very cutting commentary on how intelligent the dogs are in this. Also, if anybody knows what the dog's uniform is based off of, please do let me know, because I swear I've seen it in something. Like, I swear I've seen it in either a photograph of like a real-world police force or in some media at some point, but it looks so familiar. After dinner mints for when you've eaten too much. Cat in the box. The dogs can't resist barking at it. So you saw the effect the cat in the box has. If you put a cat in the box down, all the dogs in a really big radius will just be like, there's a cat somewhere and I must bark at it. And then they all just sort of flap around near it. They sort of ragdoll at it, which is painfully cute. Magnet grabs food from further away, so that's your standard sort of money magnet item. Bones. Dogs love chasing bones more than chasing possums. You drop a squeaky bone, because they are squeaky bones. A dog will run over to it, will pick it up, and then will run off with it, all happy and squeaking it. It's very cute. Sneak up on dogs to knock them out. You've seen the effects of that firsthand. We also steal their sandwiches if it's the first time we've punched them, which gives us bonus food. Great for a speedrun. But is the cat alive or dead? We will never know. We shall not. Well, we will when we observe it, but as long as we never observe it, we'll never know. Olive oil makes you slippery for an extra chance to escape. So you might have seen, just before I got nabbed by the fuzz, there was like this oil spurt. That was because I'd got a bottle of olive oil in my pocket. So when one of the dogs grabbed me, it automatically used the olive oil and I escaped briefly. Shovel is my least favourite pickup. Dig back to safety from any sticky situation. If you haven't caught a checkpoint on your way through, it brings you back here. Hate that. Hate that. Chef's hat, absolutely fantastic. A real chef appreciates food so much more. Twice as much, to be precise. You get double the amount of food for, like, double the amount of progress for the food item that you have eaten. So, we're going to restart. So everything's nice and clear. You know, brand new, fresh run. Not got any items. I love quantum relativity. Me too. Okay. And time will start when I take control of our little possum friend. So we'll restart. And now. Ooh. No! Oh, dead run straight from the outset because I was being too eager. That does happen sometimes, but that's okay. Oh no. It's even harder. See, I'm used to being fast because I'm used to having a bunch of coffee on me. Oops. It's Grem. Yeah, Possum's Grem. Right, let's try. Let's try again. Let's hit the correct button. I hit reset again instead of start. There we go. So we be patient. Patience is important sometimes. Oh, I didn't quite grab the gate then. We'll bait him out. There we go. That's better. Unfortunately, Torpor, it is couch co-op only. So I'd either have to coerce Slow into coming and sitting in here with me, or I'd have to get somebody to join me via Parsec or something like that, which I'm not really a big fan of that idea, I've got to admit. But I'm quite happy playing as the possum. Oh no. Get Porthos to play. It's funny you should say that, Kian, because AGDQ 2024 is, for the first time ever, going to have a Shiba Inu speedrunning at it. Somebody entered their dog and GDQ accepted it. There will be a dog speedrunning at the next GDQ event. Beginning of next year. So we've got an after-dinner mint and we've got some olive oil. Good stuff. Now, if we stand here, we can eat this entire salad without that dog noticing us. Even if we don't have the bandit mask, which we don't at the moment. What we don't want to do is accidentally get too close to that gate. Oh no. Wait for him to run off in a different direction. I'm not a big fan of the roadblocks, but they do occasionally help. Drop the cat in the box there. Grab a safety strap. I'm pretty sure this is set either in like Greece or Italy or somewhere like that, Kian, and I'm pretty sure the ruler of the dogs being called Bella Chonky is a specific reference to a specific real world person. We're not doing great on item pickups this run, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll make it work. Because we still not had the boxing gloves. We really want the boxing gloves as early as possible because they're a great source of extra food. And we've already got the chef's hat and a bandit mask. I think we've had an espresso as well. So we've got quite a few good items. Ah, boxing gloves. Good stuff, finally. See, all I have to do is complain about it and it shows up. It keeps giving me them bloody shovels. Yeah. And here's the tiramisu for anybody that wanted to see it. I'm gonna eat the whole thing, even though we don't need the whole thing. We have to go slower when we've got the dog mask on. I guess it's because we can't see where we're going properly. I don't have any pickups. Oh god. Not that I can use anyway. There we go. They didn't all fall for it. There we go. Okay, that was a little stressful, but we got through it. Give me my squeaky bones back. Okay, we've got 3 squeaky bones, which should be just enough. No! Oh, so close. Oh well. You're doing it. No. Yeah, it happens like that sometimes. Smoke bombs are my preferred thing to go into Bella's arena with, because that takes out every single dog for the same amount of time, whereas the squeaky bone, once one of them's grabbed it, the rest of them then lose focus on it. So we might try for some smoke bombs on the next run. This will be the run. We'll see. Okay. He's gonna come back this way soon. Yep. Oh. Gonna have to be a little patient because he was already he was in the worst possible place for me to run past him there, so I had to be a little more careful than I would normally like to be. We're gonna avoid the rest of the aubergines until we've done that, so that we can use them for our next key. Oh, we don't have the boxing gloves! I'm a fool! I'm so used to having the boxing gloves already by now that I just forget. I forget that I'm just a normal possum. An innocent possum. Ah, yes, we got some coffee. Good stuff. So yeah, I'm sure you folks can see why I love running this game. It's adorable, it's chaotic, it's quick, and it's surprisingly relaxing as a speedrun. It's just very chill. And I don't feel like cheated out of a run if I don't manage to succeed. It's mischief making, exactly. And you folks know how much I love a bit of mischief. Especially when there's food involved. Oh, good, I didn't accidentally bump into that gate. Bloody shovels again. At least we got the chef's hat this time. So that's gonna make appreciating our food a little easier. Food mischief is the best kind. Exactly. I 100% agree. Smoke bomb! I just love dropping smoke bombs on those two. We've only got one smoke bomb anyway, fuck it. Eep. That did not work in my favour. at all. I've now got to get past them before they lose interest. Ooh, an after dinner mint, lovely stuff. Yeah, we're not getting great pickups this run, so this probably won't be a PB. But let's focus on surviving Bella's guards first. PBs can come later. There we go. That took way longer than it should have done. I miss my boxing gloves so much. We got the boxing gloves. Yes. Right. Time to go punch some tops. Hey, RNG, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Boop. Get the squeaky bones back. Ooh, yes, extra squeaky bones. We love an extra squeaky bone. Just eat some cake. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing this time, because I'm gonna leg it. We've got a lot of squeaky bones there, so... Boop. That gate's gone now, so let's see what we get there. Ooh, no, give me my squeaky bones back. Just sneak past them and boop. Boop. I just love smacking them. I know it's horrible, but... It's just so satisfying. Boop. 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 Why didn't... Ooh, that was weird. There we go. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop. Squeaky bone. Okay, so we still got 6 squeaky bones. Ooh, 636. Not quite a PB, but that was pretty good. It's illegal not to, exactly. Okay, 636 for a rough RNG run is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. And now you folks get to see what happens after we eat Bella Chonky's pizza. This is Bella Chonky. Ha! Ate your royal pizza and now I'll steal this crown. No! My crown! Yoink! We've still got the chef's hat. It's underneath the crown. We are a royal chef now. Monarch of the chefs. Woohoo! Back to my house for a little nap. And that is Pizza Possum. That is the entire gameplay loop of Pizza Possum is eat lots of food, punch lots of cops, eat more food, have a nap. Really, it's like they made this game just for me. That was great, but Bella is baking another pizza. based, honestly. I know, right? But yeah, I love that it's this adorable, cute, chaotic little game in which you play a cute animal that is just eating lots of food. And it's definitely not in the least bit political. Honest. No politics here. Promise. Politics in my video game. More likely than you'd think. Okay, so we're going to do another run. But this time we're going to do it from where we are now. We're not going to reset. I can't remember what the official name for this category is. But basically, you've got a category for a brand new fresh save where you've not got any pickups. You've got a category for where you've already got some pickups from your previous run and stuff. I've never seen politics in a video game in my life. Yeah, me either. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And the best thing about this run is that because we've already got the boxing gloves, we get to do that. And because we got the chef's hat and the after dinner mint, we are pretty stacked when it comes to our ability to consume food quickly. So we're soaring through this. Grab the set. Yeah, we'll take a squeaky bone. Don't mind a squeaky bone, do we? Boo. Oh, we do mind a fucking shovel, though. Be gone, shovel. Yeah, perfect. I thought I'd got just enough of the salad to get the key there. Death from above! Yeah, this is just a very satisfying game to play, especially if you've been doing something particularly heavy beforehand, like we have, or if you're having a bad day or something like that. Just, you know, pop a little pizza possum speedrun in. 5-10 minutes of your time, just vibing, punching cops, eating pizza. Like, what better way to spend 10 minutes of your day after a bad day? And see how much faster we're getting through everything. Now that we've got all these pickups as well. Even with there being more cops here, it's so much speedier. I mean, what time are we at? We're at 3:31. 407. New PB. Another 2-minute PB. Much better. Much, much better. And I have a recording of it this time. Woohoo! Where does that put me on the boards? Let's have a look-see, shall we? Sorry, no sound for a moment from the game. I have looked at the Pizza Possum board so much in the last 2 days that it's now just coming up as an automatic search result for me. That puts me in second. Fuck yeah. So that's an unrestricted run. Put me in second place. Fuck yeah. So to beat world record, I need less than 353. But you know what? I'll take 407 as a starting point. That's not that far from world record already in an unrestricted run. And I think with Crown 3, if I'm careful, I may actually be able to do it on the next run. Should we try? Should we see if I can beat world record? On my chill, let's wind down after a very depressing game, relaxing speedrun session. So should we try for a world record? You know what the answer to that is. I do. Fuck it, we're gonna try. But yeah, this game is super cheap. I think it cost me like £6, something like that. I'll check. This is one of the few games I've bought at full price, but that's because it was so cheap. I knew it was going to be worth it. Yeah, it's £5.79. So works fantastically as a little payday treat. Doesn't break the bank. It's short, it's sweet. You can fit a run into like a lunch break. Thank you for popping the link in chat, Torpor, much appreciated. And picking up the speedrun is almost like a natural part of playing the game. So it's a really good first speedrun because you don't have to learn any tech. It's just about getting good items and finding what works best as a quick route to the big pizza for you. So if you've ever considered getting into speedrunning, but have just been like, no, there's too much for me to learn, or it takes too long to get to that point where you can do the games quickly. Literally my first ever run of this, when I first played the game, when I'd got no item unlocks or anything, was like 40 minutes. And that was because I had no idea where I was going. No items unlocked, so I didn't get any pickups. It was just playing the game casually, but it only took me 40 minutes. It's a short, sweet game, whether you're running it or playing it casually. Thank you for the Meat Mecha maintenance, Torpor. So before we try for world record, now is a great time for us to do a bit of Meat Mecha maintenance, a little hydration, a little stretch, and a posture check. So, lovely folks watching, now is a great time for you to do the same. It's mandatory for me because Torpor has put bar tokens towards it. For you, it's actively encouraged. Just, have a little wigger. A little wiggle. Is it no longer possible to guide the raid? Oh, I turned guide the raid off and forgot to turn it back on. I turned it off during time tick and then just forgot to switch it back on. Because you can't do that through Chibitan, you have to do it through Twitch itself. And, yeah, I forget to go to that menu all the time, so I'll turn it back on now. Thank you for reminding me. I had completely forgotten that was switched off. There it is. It is now possible to guide the raid again. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so I have done my meat mecha maintenance. I am feeling stretched and ready to go. Ha! That pizza was even better than the first! We are a bit of a piggy. We're not, we're a possum. No, stop eating my pizza! Take that, bourgeoisie dog! 2 crowns for us. If you bake it, I will eat it. It me! Give me your baked goods. Okay. Here goes nothing. Keep your fingers crossed, folks. Oh, yeah, sure thing. I wasn't expecting them to be live today, but yeah, we'll do that. To be honest with you, if I'd seen that they were live, I would have raided them anyway. Pizza or pizza? It's a difficult one, but I think I'd have to say pizza. Or are you asking me how I pronounce it? Tiramisu. I love tiramisu. Good choice, yeah. I thought it was a good choice. How could you? I know, I'm sorry. Some people are gonna find that a very controversial choice out of the 2 options, but each to their own, and I'm firmly in the camp of pizza over pizza. Really weird statement. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pizza time. Bop. Bop. Just get a quick farewell punch in there. There we go. Oh no. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. It does mean we get the chase music though, and the chase music is so good. I love the chase music when things really heat up. Okay, we don't want to be that side. This is dangerous over there. Can't stay here, this is dog country. Okay, that was satisfying. That was way more satisfying than it should have been. Just out of the bushes, straight into a punch. Buff. Yeah, the sound design for this game is so wonderful. I don't know if you'll have noticed it when... When I, don't want to waste the salad. When I was wearing the dog costume, the possum goes uff, uff, and giggles a little bit at their deceit. So you may have noticed that the difficult part of this, when you get into 3 crowns, is the sheer volume of police that are patrolling. Because the more chaos you cause, the more cops Bella puts out to try and stop you. Now, we have my least favourite pickup at the moment. We've got the roadblocks. I hate the roadblocks. I think they're useless. There we go. Dog mask. Ugh. Okay, no. The shovels are my least favourite. They are utterly useless. Oh no! Because that happens. So we're going to use our crown power. That restores after a little while. There we go, smoke bombs. That'll do. We'll punch them so they don't alert everybody else. How are we doing for time? Not great. Oh, this is unfortunate. We've got one squeaky bone to get us through. This is not good. Okay, we've got no squeaky bones to get us through. But we did it! 443. Okay, that was not as good. That's okay. Just means more sandwiches to steal. Exactly. That's it. You win. I give up. Pizza get. We got the pizza. We didn't get the world record, but that's okay. 443 is still a good time. I'm finally full. Enough food. And that's it. We have beat the game properly. We've stolen the crown from Bella. And now, let's have a party. So now we get a pizza party with everybody from the island being invited because we are now in charge of the island. So, we get to celebrate. Ta-da! And I got a new high score. Thank you, RNG. Okay, let's try for... We've got a nice fresh run. So let's clear that off. We'll do a couple more runs and then I think we'll raid Snipe and Wib. Well, Snipe and Longfang. Wib and Longfang? Ah, that's what they're doing, Grox. Okay. Sorry, I've just seen your message there. Oh, shit. Well, that's not going to help the world record, is it? Ah, well. You know what else isn't going to help? I missed a loaf of bread. You need to grab everything there in these early phases. The dogs tend to avoid going outside of their jurisdiction, which is helpful. There we go. This is going to be a rough run, but that's okay. No pun intended, seeing as we're being chased by dogs. Seeing as they're busy. Grab that Zep while we wait for the gate to open. So yeah, you're sort of optimizing time more than anything else in the speedrun. You're picking up things whilst you wait for gates to open. You're hoping that you get the magnets so that you can basically run past and just hoover up all this food instead of having to wait. We're going to go down there and grab that Zep. Big food items obviously worth more points, so it's good to grab as many of them as you can without having to go too far off the beaten path. We're almost too chunky for that. No pun intended. Uh-oh. Oh no! And see, I've not picked up any of the checkpoints on the way here, so now I'm back at the start. That's not going to do us any favours for the speedrun. Safety strap. There we go, got some squeaky bones. That'll do. I miss my boxing gloves so much. There we go. Sandwich should be enough. Yep, there we go. Boop. Boop. I got 3 squeaky bones. Not a bad amount of squeaky bones, but not a lot. This is not going to be a 407. No new PB here. That's okay. Sometimes RNG gets you like that. I take full responsibility, not you. I mean, you are the RNG god, so maybe it is your fault somehow. But I don't like to blame deities for my failings. I was expecting you to be on the other side there, by the little grave. I wonder if I can cat in the box them. Oh no. Oh, this is nuts. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, there we go. So close to the end there. Oh well. You know how much I love a good curse idea, but I came up with just a little one today for you all. Disney characters, but they all have animal accurate teeth. Oh no. No. Okay. I do really wish that Red Possum and Blue Raccoon is the official names of the characters. Which just makes me want to sing Blue Moon. But I think we'll leave it there, actually. We got a PB. Fanged Goofy would be something. I'm good, thanks. Mickey Mouse with like the more mousy teeth. Just that is cursed. Thank you, Queen Freak. Yeah. So I need to clip that out of the VOD and stick it on speedrun later. But I think now we'll relax. Red Possum, Blue Raccoon sounds like Star Wars pilot call signs. It does, doesn't it? Blue Raccoon standing by.
Goodbye.
You are most welcome, Russ. Thank you for being here. It's been lovely to have you. You'll get the record eventually because you got close. Yes. Like I say, it's an RNG thing, and yeah, I wasn't that far away, so I'm quite happy with that. You're most welcome, Ash. Thank you for being here. Okay, let me go back to the screen with all of my fancy buttons on. Let's go. I think I crashed Pizza Possum. There we go. Trying to quit it and can't. There we go. Okay, so there is a giveaway active on the stream, which I will have to let you folks know about before we finish up. So today's prize is a copy of We Were Here 2, which is a wonderful 2-player horror puzzle experience. It's kind of an escape roomy type thing. If you've never played any of the We Were Here games, they are really good fun. So if you want to get in on the action for that, !ticket will get you 1 ticket to enter. You can purchase up to 10 tickets by saying !ticket, space, and then the number of tickets you wish to purchase up to a value of 10. I can see no one's entered at the moment, but if anyone does want to enter, this is your last call to do so. I will count you in. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a little bit for the lag. The giveaway is closed, and as nobody entered, that one will be being donated to the pile of codes that nobody wanted, probably on the Clock Tower Discord. But yeah, that's that. So, all I've got left to do is say thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today. I've had a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed both games. I enjoyed showcasing Pizza Possum for you properly on my own channel. You're most welcome, Rocket. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I've had a really enjoyable stream, and I hope you all have too. I hope you've had fun while you've been here. Whether you've been lurking or chatting, whether you're new here or whether you've been here many, many times before, it is really appreciated that you've hung out with me today. And yeah, I really hope that you've all had fun and that you'll come back soon. I will be back on Wednesday. It is supposed to be Hobby Happy Hour, but it depends on the weather and how tired I am as to whether we'll be painting or not, because the weather's been making my joints play up quite a lot lately. Joys of arthritis at my age. So we'll see how I'm feeling on the day. It'll either be some more painting, or it will be maybe we'll start Bendy in the Dark Revival. We'll see. But yeah, that's that. Torpor did a guide the raid, so we will be going to see Snipe and Longfang over on the Snipe and Whip channel. Fantastic streamers. I'll give Longfriend a shout out as well, because if you're not following Longfriend, you should be. You should also be following Snipe and Whip, because again, fantastic streamers. Oh, I've just noticed that Chibi-tan on this screen is above everything else and therefore covers up a little bit of the shout-outs. Sorry about that. I'll fix that later. They just closed the stream. Ah, shit. Okay. Torpor, as you have paid channel points for a Guide the Raid, is there somebody else you'd like to guide us over to? If not, I'll refund you. Because I do have someone that we can go over to. Because it's a special occasion. Waiting. I tell you what, I'll refund you. And we will go and see... Flint, because it is Flint's HRT anniversary today. And so they are playing Tell Me Why, which I have yet to finish on stream. But yes. So I think we should go and give them some support. Because good bean, they're good bean. So let's get that going. So, thank you everyone that's been here today. But special thank you to Sarah with Stars for the raid earlier as well. It's been so wonderful to have you all here, and I genuinely have had a really good stream, so thank you for making it a really good stream. Hopefully I'll see you all on Wednesday. But as always, until I do see you next, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking boxing gloves, because pizza will get in the stitching and it will get icky and gross, and then you'll have to buy new boxing gloves to punch the cops with. For legal reasons, this is a joke. And have a wonderful week, everyone. However you're spending it. Now, go and wish Flint a happy HRT anniversary. Bye-bye.